Before beginning today's video, I would like to start off by saying that if I met you at MegaCon this year, I would like you to go down in the comments below, tell me, hey, it's so-and-so, we met at this point in time, or in this line for this thing, or at, some sort of store or kiosk or whatever. Let me know and put that in the comments below, because I would love to subscribe to your channel if you have a channel, and I would love to start a conversation with you and talk about how your experience was at MegaCon, and maybe even talk about anything pertaining to films or even about today's video. So go down in the comments below, tell me what you think, and we'll talk about it later. Now that I got that out of the way, let's continue. Last week was an absolute mind-blowing week, specifically for trailers, because we got 2 trailers last week. We got a trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, which is amazing, but we're not going to be talking about that trailer. But we did get a trailer for The Incredible Family, not The Incredibles, but The Fantastic Family, I should say. Fantastic Four, First Steps, finally got its teaser trailer out into the world. Now, I know for a fact that what we got is not what people at, the other cons got. Let's be honest, this is a teaser. What the people over at San Diego Comic-Con, or I think it was at D23, or whatever it was, whoever saw that one, this is not this one. And I didn't see that one. I saw this one. And judging solely on this teaser trailer, I am going to say this. This movie is going to be an absolute success. Now, you could say it's a bit pretentious of me of saying like, oh, it's going to be the best movie. No. I'm not saying that it's going to be the best Marvel movie. I can't say that outright because I haven't seen the movie. But what I will say is that this movie has everything right going for it. Let's start off with the actors, per se. You have 4 fantastic, no pun intended, cast members in this movie. You got Pedro Pascal, you got Vanessa Kirby, you have Joseph Quinn, which I saw at MegaCon, which was super cool, and you have Ebon Moss-Bachrach, which, I mean, you can't complain. These are fantastic actors. Now, whether or not I think that they are perfect for the role, that's a different story. But for me personally, I think the idea of putting Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman was a great choice. I think that she's going to be a great Invisible Woman. The idea of putting Joseph Quinn as, Johnny Storm, I think is also an interesting idea. I think that if he's going to play it like he played in Stranger Things, if he's going to play it like Eddie Munson, I think we have a very interesting character there. I want to see how well all these, actors get along together. Based on the panel that I watched with Joseph Quinn at MegaCon, he says that the synergy between them were great. He said that, they're great, together, they communicate really well together, and it really felt like that family dynamic was present on set. So for me, if that is what he is saying, that, that's what happened there, I am very curious to see this film, because that is how well this movie can go. If it has the family dynamic, if the family dynamic is tight and well written, this movie is going to be fantastic. I know I'm going to drop fantastic a lot throughout this video, but let's talk about the cinematography that's in this trailer. Now, obviously, we know that Matt Shakman is the one who is leading this project. He's the director of this movie. He did WandaVision. So, I mean, you already know what you're dealing with. Someone who's very keen on an attention to detail, specifically when we're talking about the theme of this movie, the thematic world that we're dealing with here, because it's not our Earth. At least we don't think it is our Earth that we're seeing here. And there's a lot of rumors saying that, Mr. Fantastic is working on a multiversal bridge that possibly could connect both worlds, Earth 616 and whatever Earth this is. But I'd be very curious to see where the story goes. And if it goes in a direction that I'm thinking it's going to go in, and it's going to introduce us to this family, even though it's not going to tell an origin story, even though they show parts of an origin there, I don't think this movie is going to be an origin story. But I think that if this movie is capable of presenting a lot of heart, having a great family dynamic, making sure that the cinematography speaks for the language of Marvel in a very interesting way, capturing incredible moments. I mean, there's a beautiful shot in this trailer of Johnny just like flying into space. And honestly, I look at that shot and I'm like, my God, this looks like a scene from like Superman or something. It looks amazing. So if they're gonna keep the standard really high, I hope that they keep it in terms of that, in terms of great cinematography, great dynamic between the cast, and hopefully a really well written and fleshed out story. Now, obviously, this trailer gives us a lot of answers, but it also gives us a lot of questions, like who the heck is John Malkovich playing in this movie? He shows up for like a quick second, but we don't know who the heck he is. Galactus. We don't really know a whole lot about how Galactus is going to come into the story, or whether or not Galactus is going to be the new big bad of the MCU. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I hope it is, because, we need one guy to, like, go after it. I think the Avengers need, like, an actual guy to go after. I know Doctor Doom is in this whole thing, but, I don't know. I think we need a bigger cheese in the story, and let's see, maybe Galactus is that big cheese. Now, somebody that did not show up in this trailer that I'm very curious about seeing in this movie is the Silver Surfer, which we know is going to be played by Julia Garner. I think she is a great actress, and I'm very curious to see how she performs as this character. And I'm very interested in the Silver Surfer. I think the Silver Surfer is a character that, even though it has its own comic books and everything, I think it's going to play out really well here. We have had already a Fantastic Four movie, which the Silver Surfer shows up in. We've already had that. And a lot of people did not like it. They didn't like the way it was handled. So maybe this time around we get a better story, a better connective tissue between who the Silver Surfer is, who that Silver Surfer serves, which I believe is Galactus, and hopefully they tell a really interesting story, and maybe even a quick little origin story as to who and how the Silver Surfer came to be. So that way we have a good establishment of who that character is, specifically for the MCU. Now, somebody who I saw, who I was surprised to see being cast in this movie is Natasha Lyonne. Now, Natasha Lyonne has been in a specific project from Marvel, and that is What If. So if you've already watched What If, you know that Natasha Lyonne plays Birdie, which is the daughter of Kat Dennings' character and Howard the Duck. That kid is her in this case. I hope that she is playing the same character, but now in Marvel. I would be surprised to see her play that character that she played in What If now, because I mean, that would be just really cool. I mean, I never would have thought that this, character would pop up again. But like most What If series, most of the stories that we see are of alternate versions of characters that we are about to see again. So What If typically, introduces us to characters. So why not have her come in and play this character? And funny enough, in the show itself, not only is her voice that character, but her likeness as well. I mean, you can look at the character and be like, yep, that's her. That's Natasha Lyonne. I mean, you can't avoid it. Her voice is iconic, and it would not be fair to the fans if she comes in as a different character, being that she already plays a character in the MCU, in the What If MCU. Another thing that I have to point out about this trailer, which when I heard this, I was like, this is fantastic. This trailer has a bit of the Fantastic Four theme in it, which I believe is this very theme that we are hearing in the trailer. And we know that it's being composed by Michael Giacchino, who has done other Marvel projects. But I love this. Like the fact that you hear in like a chorus come in toward the end of the trailer saying, Fantastic Four. Like, that is so cool. Like, there's no other Marvel project that has that. That has the voice of somebody singing that. Like, come on, that's genius. Like, to have that Fantastic Four. Like, I can't deal with it. It is too cool to not listen to that trailer and be like, man, their names, like the name of the team is being said in the song. Man, I gotta watch this movie. I have to go see this movie in theaters. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get like tickets opening night for it. If not, I'll watch it opening day or some other time. But nonetheless, I really want to see this movie. And being that I really want to see this movie, I hope that if you're watching this video, you are going to want to watch this movie too. So go down in the comments below. Tell me, are you excited for Fantastic Four First Steps? Are you interested in the score? Are you really interested in the family dynamic that they're playing out here? Let me know. I want to hear in the comments below. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when new videos go live on this channel. And thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next video.
Scrolling through YouTube, same old routine, then bam, movie savant, what a scene. Trivia bombshells dropping knowledge like rain. Forget the dishes, gotta watch it again. Movie buffs unite, savants to place. Subscribe and hit the bell, don't leave a trace. Next level knowledge keeps you in the loop. Savant's got the scoop, ain't nothing to recoup.